Hi and welcome to this yoga video. We'll begin by warming up the body in Surya Namaskar, bringing the hands to heart center, and on your next inhale, reaching the arms up above the head. Exhale to fold. Inhaling for halfway lift, hands can be on the shins or fingertips on the ground. Exhale, stepping back into plank, lowering down the knees, the chin and the chest. Inhale to come through cobra, lift through the chest. Exhale, push up into downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog. If you like, you can pedal out the legs, bending one knee, bending the other, and take 2 nice deep breaths. Inhale to look forwards, step the feet in between the hands, coming into a halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Bending the knees, inhale, rising all the way up. Exhaling, hands at heart center. Inhale to lift up, rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you can step or maybe jump back to plank. Lowering down the knees, the chin, the chest. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, pushing back into downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. Inhale to look forwards, step or you can jump the feet in between the hands, coming into a halfway lift, inhaling, exhaling to fold. Bending the knees, inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Last one, we'll inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. This time lowering down through Chaturanga Dandasana and inhaling through upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog, breathing deeply. Inhale to look forwards, step or hop the feet in between the hands, coming into a halfway lift and exhaling to fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Surya Namaskar B, inhale, sink back into chair pose. Exhale to fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back to plank, moving through Chaturanga and inhaling for upward facing dog. Exhaling for downward facing. Inhale, step the right foot in between the hands, back foot 45 degrees, moving into warrior one, squaring off the hips. On your next exhale, hands come down, step back into plank, and lower down through Chaturanga, inhaling for upward facing dog. Exhaling for downward facing dog. Inhale, the left foot steps in between the hands, back foot 45 degrees, warrior one. On your next exhale, bringing the hands down, step back to plank, Lower down through chaturanga and inhale for upward facing dog. Exhaling for downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog for 5 deep breaths. Inhale to look forwards. Step or hop the feet in between the hands, coming into a halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Bending the knees, and inhale, sink back into chair pose. Exhale, standing tall, hands at heart center. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale here. Inhale, lifting up the arms, and exhale to fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back to plank, moving through chaturanga and inhaling for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot towards the ceiling, bend the right knee, opening the hip, left heel draws down. On your next exhale, step the right foot in between the hands, back foot at 90-degree angle, coming into warrior two. And from here, we'll move into side angle pose, bringing the right forearm on the right thigh, left arm extends. Option to gaze towards the left hand. Inhale, coming through reverse warrior. You can rest your left hand gently on the leg or place it on the lower back. Exhale to come back into side angle, this time seeing if you can bring your right hand down towards the ground or maybe placing it on a block or a book. Left arm extends forwards. Release both of the hands down, lower the back knee and come into a low lunge. Bring your hands down towards the mat, move into a half split, straightening the right leg and flexing the toes towards you. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold over the right leg. Exhale to bend the right knee, tuck in the back toes, and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot towards the ceiling, bend the left knee, opening the hip, right heel draws down. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, back foot at 90 degrees, coming into warrior two. From here, coming into side angle pose, left forearm rests on the left thigh, keeping a nice bend through the knee, right arm extends. Inhale, coming back into reverse warrior, right hand either resting on the leg or on the lower back, left arm reaching. Exhale, coming back into side angle pose, this time left hand's coming down on the ground or maybe on a block or a book, right arm extends. And release the hands down, lower the back knee, untuck the toes, lifting up into a low lunge. Bringing the hands down, straightening the left leg, coming into a half split, flex the left toes towards you as you fold over that left leg. Feel a nice deep stretch through the left hamstring. Bending the left knee, tucking in the back toes, and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale to look forwards, step or jump the feet in between the hands, coming into a halfway lift, inhaling and exhaling to fold. Bending the knees, inhale, rise all the way up, exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, sink back into chair pose, and exhale to fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Take peace fingers around each of the big toes. Inhale to lengthen, and as you exhale, you can bend your elbows and draw your torso in close towards your legs. Breathing deeply here. Inhale to release. Step back into plank. And exhale, moving through Chaturanga Dandasana, inhaling for upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right foot towards the ceiling, bend the right knee, opening the hip. From here, we're going to move into wild thing, slowly bringing the right foot down towards the ground, extending the right arm behind you. Weight is in the left hand and the left foot. Take one more breath and move back into downward facing dog with the right leg lifted. Stepping the right foot in between the hands, stay high on the back foot, and as you inhale, come into a high lunge. Keeping a nice bend through the front knee. From here, we're going to come into eagle pose. When you're ready, bring the weight into the right foot. Slowly lift the left leg, wrapping it around the right leg. Left arm comes underneath right arm, sinking down. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale to lift up, and keeping that left leg lifted, moving directly into warrior 3. You can keep your hands at heart center. Keep lifting the back leg, breathing deeply, and slowly release, stepping back into a high lunge. Keeping the palms of hands together, taking a twist to the right, pressing the left elbow against the right thigh. See if you can lower the back knee and untuck the toes. Slowly release. Bring the hands to the inside of the right leg. Walk the right foot out towards the side, coming into lizard pose. You can stay high on the hands, or if it's available to you, lowering down onto the forearms for a deeper stretch through the hips and the quad. Coming back up onto the hands and stepping into downward facing dog. Enjoy the stretch through the backs of the legs. And when you're ready, inhale, lifting the left foot towards the ceiling, bending the left knee. From here, moving into wild thing, slowly bringing the left foot down towards the ground, extending the left arm. Weight is in the right foot and the right hand. Then moving back into downward facing dog with the left leg lifted and stepping the left foot in between the hands, coming into high lunge. Take a few breaths, find a focal point, and when you're ready, start to bring the weight into the left leg, wrapping the right leg over the left, eagle arms, and sinking down. take 2 deep breaths. See if you can sink down a little bit lower. And when you're ready, release. Keeping that right leg lifted, moving directly into Warrior 3. And slowly release. Coming into a twist, pressing the right elbow against the left thigh, gaze towards the left. And when you're ready, seeing if you can slowly lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Moving into lizard pose, bringing the hands inside of the left foot. Either staying high on the hands or possibly lowering the forearms for a deeper stretch through the hips. Press back up into the hands, lift into downward facing dog. Inhale to look forwards, lower the knees, big toes together, coming into child's pose, resting the forehead down on the ground. Feel your heart rate start to slow down and your body softening. Inhale to lift up and come down onto your back. Hugging your knees into your chest, rocking from side to side, massaging the lower back. And coming into a twist, knees coming over towards the right, gaze over the left shoulder. Feel everything release, slowing everything down. Then taking it to the opposite side, knees coming over to the left, gaze over the right shoulder. Enjoying this nice twist, feeling tension release from your spine. From here, we'll come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest one more time, rocking from side to side. And coming into Shavasana, our final resting position, bringing your feet as wide as the mat, arms by your sides. Close the eyes and allow your whole body to relax. Allow your body to absorb all of the benefits from the practice and feel a wave of relaxation wash over you. We will end our practice here. Thank you for practicing with me and have a lovely day.